I graduated from college from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in 1970. Went to med school at the University of Miami and graduated with an MD in 1974. I really began my affinity for ophthalmology during med school and spent each of my summers in med school doing research projects, both at Tufts New England Medical Center and at the University of Miami, each of the summers of med school. And as a result of that, became very interested in ophthalmology. I looked at it as a field that really brought together engineering and medicine because of all of the equipment that you get exposed to in ophthalmology, the lasers and the ultrasound equipment. Things were very technical, and having come from MIT, I just found it to be a really good mesh between my technical background and medical school. After medical school, I interned at New York, Beth Israel Medical Center, and then I did a year of glaucoma fellowship training and research back at Tufts New England Medical Center, and went on for my residency and my formal eye surgery training at University of Texas Southwestern Medical School. After I completed my eye surgery training in Dallas, I came to Jupiter, Florida, where I've been in private practice ever since. I started, one of the first outpatient surgery centers that was eye-oriented here in Jupiter, that opened in 1986, and I've been practicing ever since. When I graduated from MIT, I was there in a field of computer science. At that time it was called operations research. And I was really wanting to be involved with a more humanistic field, the applications of technology as they affected human beings, and as a result of that, applied to med school. In medical school, I found ophthalmology to be extremely inviting and very interesting as a result of all the technology in the field. It's the first field of medicine which introduced lasers into treatment, and ultrasound, which is how cataract surgery is commonly done today, began being developed about that time. So when I was in med school, there was just a lot of technologic innovation going on in ophthalmology, and it was just a very natural fit for me. The thing I'm most passionate about in ophthalmology is just plain outright making people see. It's an incredible thing to be able to do. When I have a patient sit down in front of me that's a complete stranger, initially complaining of not being able to function, whatever that involves, be it work activities, recreational activities, sporting activities, it's very satisfying, to be able to offer solutions to his problems, so that even if they're surgical, the day after surgery or within a day or two after surgery, I sit down and have somebody that is, very happy with their lives and with the results. In ophthalmology, the results are really pretty immediate. So it's just great to be able to come into the office and have helped someone's life to that extent. Obviously, all patients say, I use my eyes a lot. And with that being said, I have to say to all of them, it's great fun making people see. My practice is unique, probably first and foremost because of my experience. I have done over 20,000 intraocular procedures. I've done 8,000 to 10,000 LASIK cases. Over that period of time, we've really honed our outcomes, such that we really are on the money when we do surgery. In cataract surgery, the expectations in this day and age have become so great in terms of making people not need glasses either for distance or for reading, that you really have to have calculations, down pat. And you really have to be able to study people's eyes so that the day after surgery, there's no surprises. People see without glasses. The newer implants, and with the advent of clear lensectomy, as it's becoming a little bit more popular, taking the place certainly of laser eye surgery or LASIK in certain situations, we are cultivating this area of eye care, and I think it really lends itself, to our expertise and what makes us unique. I have to say that cataract surgery is extremely exciting with the advents, that have occurred over the last probably 10 years to 15. It takes us back to microscopic incisions with the advent of the ultrasound machine. It takes us to sutureless incisions. All of these things are adding up to making cataract surgery kind of a non-event, insofar as surgery is concerned. We recently have had the beginning of the invention of implants, that both see at distance and near. Prior to this occurrence that happened over the last 3 years or so, we only could make people see either at distance or near, and we could make them see both, but it was with a situation we called monovision, where one eye was distant and one eye was near. That is the limitations today of LASIK, as it stands. What's exciting about cataract surgery is now we can go ahead with the advent of these new implants and make people see both at distance and near. So now, if you go ahead and put together, the small incisions, the sutureless incisions, the fact that we do this with no needles, no injection, we do it under topical drops, and we have in addition these new bifocal implants that can be inserted through a 2mm, which is about 1/8 of an inch incision. You have just incredible state-of-the-art surgery that has people seeing 24 to 48 hours after surgery.